All right. So everything I've told you in the last 2 days, you are now a new client. You've maybe heard of the JSE, but you're not really sure what they did. And if I ask you personal questions, you can just make up stuff. It doesn't really matter to me which way the presentation is going to go.
Can I also record?
I'm recording everything. You won't be able to record. I'm recording it, and then I'm going to post it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do the presentation the way that I would do it with someone. In that presentation is going to be the period of time that the clients can sign up for. The pricing will be in there, so everybody who's got notebooks, I want you to just make notes. Obviously, I'm going to put this thing on the group later on, so you can just recap it. So I'm going to put the pricing. I'm going to explain the affiliate, and I'm going to give the client all the payment options and how everything can be and will be paid. All right. So let me just get to my board. I am going to use some of the screens, some of the slides in the presentation on the PowerPoint presentation, just to explain a couple of things to Henning, and then I'm going to do some of the calculations on the board because that's how I've been doing it for the last 6 weeks. Obviously, if you are sitting in front of a client, you will not be doing the Zoom version of it. You will be doing it the hardest version, the other one that I'm going to post. Okay. All right, so let's start. All right, Henning, you can just keep yourself off mute. Henning, I'm going to do this presentation in English. I know that you're an Afrikaner, just to make it a bit more accessible for everybody else. All right, Henning, so how are you doing today?
Very well, and yourself, sir?
Fantastic. Where are you from, Henning?
I'm originally from Swakopmund in Namibia.
There where it's hot.
Yeah, the oldest desert in the world.
Oldest desert. Fantastic. And where do you currently stay, Henning?
In Brackenfell in Cape Town.
Brackenfell in Cape Town. Okay, that's fantastic because I'm just around the corner. I actually stay in Protea Heights, also in Brackenfell. So when this whole lockdown thing is away, I'll invite you over for a beer or a whiskey.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah, do you still have beer in this lockdown?
I have everything, my friend. We are prepared, and I know people who knows other people who are scaly.
Right. Brilliant.
Okay, so Henning, first of all, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this presentation. I know that during the lockdown, everybody is extremely busy and no one's got time for anything. But I want to introduce myself quickly. My name is Francois Kotze. I am one of the branch owners of the Western Cape Stock Market College. Tell me quickly, Henning, have you ever heard about Stock Market College?
Yeah, not really about it, huh? Just words here and there.
Okay, so there's a lot of people that aren't familiar with our college itself. But Henning, if I can ask you this, have you ever heard of the JSE?
Yes, I've heard about the JSE.
You've heard about the JSE. Now, if I can just quickly give you a quick question, Henning. If you can give me a rating on a scale from 1 to 10, what is your knowledge regarding the JSE?
Say a 2.
A 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you say 2, then I am assuming that you know, obviously, that there are companies on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange and you can buy and sell shares.
That's correct.
Okay, so that's more or less all the knowledge that you have.
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly. Okay, Henning, tell me quickly, why have you ever tried to invest money on the JSE?
I've never tried it before, but I was always looking forward to getting someone that can get me in touch with it to try and do it.
Okay, well then it's your lucky day, because that person that you've been looking for is now sitting in front of you.
Excellent.
Okay, Henning, what I want to do quickly is I want to just give you a quick overview of our company, what we are all about, and how we are affiliated with the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. All right. So what we belong to a large group called the Harzal Group of Companies. I don't want to go too much in detail, but we've got 4 entities within the company. The company was founded in 2002 by a guy called Hardus van Pletsen, and he decided that he wants to teach people how to make money on the stock market with the knowledge that he's already had. Now, we've got 44 branches within the African continent. We are not only local. We've got branches in Namibia, there where your hometown. I'm not exactly sure if it's your hometown, but it's your home country. Then we've got in Botswana, Kenya, Zambia, and hopefully we'll be getting some. We'll be opening our branch in New Zealand. But we are basically a college. What we do, Henning, is that there's a lot of people that are interested in making extra money. And am I correct in saying that you will be one of them?
Anyone wants to make extra money, but
Anyone wants to make extra money. So that question I ask a lot of people, and everybody gives me the same answer that I give you, or that you gave me now. But Henning, what I want to ask you is, what have you done about that? So you say you want to make extra money, but how do you think you're going to do it? Or have you made any plans as of yet?
yeah, it's a difficult question because you don't really know the different lines to go through and how to work it and who the people are that can help you benefit from this. So yeah, it's actually a really good thing that you guys gave me a call so that I can get much more information about how to do this and how to get started. Because I don't mind giving a sum of money to double that sum of money or even profit of it from any other company or something like that.
Okay, fantastic. So basically, what I'm hearing from you is that you never really know where to go. So I would assume that it's a bit of a lack of knowledge regarding on when and where.
That's correct.
Okay, and then you saying that you don't mind giving a sum of money in order to double it. I'm a person on your computer screen now. If I ask you for 30,000 rand, would you give it to me?
If I have the 30,000 laying around, yes, then I will give it to you. But I got to know that I can trust you with it.
Okay, you're a very giving person because I wouldn't trust anybody on my screen. But it's a good thing. We're both in Brackenfell, so you can track me down very easily. What I want to ask you quickly, what we do, let me just get back to Stock Market College. You're saying you will give a sum of money. We are not an investment company, Henning. We are not a company that takes people's money and invests it for them. We've got one rule and one rule only, is that we teach you. At the college, it's exactly what it says. It's a college. It's like any other educational facility. Myself, for instance, I only trust myself with my own money. So if I have the knowledge, that the big banks and investment companies have, if I have that same knowledge, then obviously I would be the person to make the best decisions, for my financial future. And I'm sure that you would agree with me.
That's correct.
All right. So now, when we look at Stock Market College, we are an educational company. At this facility, we teach our people every single day how to buy shares and make an extra income on a daily basis. We're going to get a little bit into that later in the presentation. I just wanted to give you the basics. Now, this college is registered by Banksita. Banksita is a department of the division of the Department of Higher Education, and all the companies, all the institutions that wants to provide education to anybody needs to be registered there. Now, our third company within the Harjal group of companies is one called Quick Trade. Quick Trade is our stockbroker. Now, Henning, have you ever heard of a guy called Bill Gates?
Yes.
All right. Do you know what your petrol attendant at the engine garage there by the Checkers is called?
No.
All right, me neither. I've given him a lot of cool drinks though. So whether you are Bill Gates or that petrol attendant at the engine garage, if you want to buy shares on any form of stock market, you need to go through a stockbroker. And Quick Trade is that stockbroker for the Harjal group of companies. Now, Quick Trade is a registered financial service provider. We are registered directly by the FSCA, the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, and our FSP number is 45262. Nice thing about this, Henning, I'm going to send you a picture about these licenses a little bit later so you can go and do your own little research after this presentation is done. Okay. Now, Henning, our company is located, our head offices are located in Johannesburg, Woodmead. I'm going to play you a little nice video later to show you how it looks inside there. We've got 3 campuses across South Africa. When I say campuses, these are the facilities where our clients actually come to the college and we teach them how to make money. Now, our company is directly linked with the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. You said your knowledge regarding the stock exchange is about 2. out of 10, and hopefully by the end of this presentation, I'm going to try and get it up to about 7 or 8. Now, the bad thing about the JSE, well, the good thing about the JSE is there's a lot of people, thousands of people, including our clients, make a lot of money trading shares on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. But even though we've got well over 800,000 clients at the Stock Market College only, in general, and there's so many other companies who've got people also, only 2% of South Africa is currently trading actively on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. The other 98% are obviously making use of companies like Old Mutual or Sanlam or their banks, all these other bigger investment companies. So for me, it's quite a depressing statement to tell everybody that there's so much money to be made, but there's only 2% of South Africa that's actually got the knowledge in order to trade directly on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. All right, so let me explain to you quickly. We are a college, like I said. We were founded in 2002. We're an educational facility, and we teach people how to trade directly on the financial markets. Now, I don't want to get too technical, Henning, but there's 3 securities that we specialize in. These are CFDs. CFDs are the basic companies that's listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. There's about 460 of them. We've got Forex, which is the foreign exchange, and then the currencies, and then we've got commodities like your oil, and platinum, gold, and silver, and all these things. Now, through the college, we teach you by using an app called MetaTrader 5 to trade directly on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange and execute shares, buy and sell shares on a daily basis. And then obviously we make use of Quick Trade and the stockbroker. Now we're going to get a little bit more into the app and the CFDs and all those things a little bit later, but that's just a bit of an overview of what we do. There are our 2 licenses, the Bank CETA license for Stock Market College, and then obviously the FSCA license for Quick Trade at the Financial Services Board. Now what I want to do first, Henning, I'm going to stop sharing my screen quickly. Let me just admit this person. I'm going to stop sharing my screen quickly, and Henning, I'm going to just ask you a couple of questions. Now, am I right in saying that you approached me because you are concerned about your current financial situation?
That's correct.
Okay. So would you mind if I get a little bit personal regarding your finances at the moment? The reason why I'm asking is that I want to take your current financial situation, and I just want to show you what you are currently sitting with and what you could be sitting with.
100%.
All right. Let me just mute that person. All right. So, Eden, what I want to know quickly is, you currently making use of a bank?
Yeah.
What bank are you banking with?
FNB.
FNB. All right, that's a fantastic bank. I am also with FNB. I'm running my business through FNB. Quite a good bank. Have you had any trouble with them?
Not really.
Not really. I'm gonna show
satisfied.
you. Once we're done with this presentation, you're gonna start having a lot of problems with FNB. I can guarantee you. So quickly, FNB. Do you have a check or savings account?
Both.
Both. All right. So we've got a check account and we've got a savings account. All right. Now a little bit more personal. In your check account, how much money do you have at this point in time available?
30,000.
30,000 in the check.
Yeah.
All right. And tell me quickly your savings. How many millions are we talking about there?
Say 50,000.
50,000. This is in your savings account. All right. Do you have a credit card with FNB?
Nope.
Why not? Are you not interested, or are you currently blacklisted somewhere?
No, I'm not interested in the credit.
Just not interested. Wise decision. All right. Tell me quickly, do you make use of any life policies or insurance, annuities or funeral plans?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So tell me quickly, aren't you preparing for your old age?
Yes, I am. But
So what is your pension fund?
It's it's part of the business that I'm busy working for at the moment. So they give benefits.
Okay, fantastic. So let me ask you quickly. When you get your payslip at the end of the month, do they deduct that pension fund from your payslip already?
They do.
Do you have an amount for me, more or less?
Say 3,500.
3,500, and that's on your pension. All right, so usually how this works, and I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, with companies, a lot of the government companies also, but a lot of the private sector will, if they deduct 3,500 from you, that means that they are also paying the equivalent amount. So there's a 7,000 rand going towards a pension fund. All right, but that's not important. I just wanted to find out quickly how much money I can get from you once you put your head in a coffin.
Okay.
I'm kidding. All right. So what I want to do quickly is, let's say, for instance, Henning, if I give you 5,000 rand today, I know now that you are at FNB, so the transaction will be immediately if I have to pay it over now. If I had to give you 5,000 rand at this point in time, and I say, go and invest your money quickly, prepare for your future, add some onto your pension fund, what's the first thing that you're going to do with that money?
Yeah, there's so much things that you can't really do with the money, yeah?
There aren't a lot of things. Now, I'm using 5,000 rand as an example, Henning, but as we've seen now, you've currently got between your two accounts 80,000 rand available. And if we look at this, you're paying currently 3,500 rand, which is 42,000 rand a year on your pension fund. All right. Now, keep in mind, between your two accounts, you've got 80,000 rand. I just want to show you quickly with 5,000 rand. Let's say, for instance, now you take 5,000 rand of that money and you go and invest it at FNB over a period of 3 years. This is what's going to happen. FNB is currently giving their clients a percentage interest rate per annum that they will give their clients on top of the investment amount. You don't have any investments available? Nothing. All right.
No.
Do you know that? Do you know what the percentage interest rate is that FNB will provide for their clients?
I think it's between 5 or 6%.
Okay. Now I know for a fact I'm also with FNB. On a 3-year scale, FNB is currently giving their clients 9%. All right. So I'm going to give them a little bit credit, and I'm going to work on 10%. So what happens is we work on a compound-based interest rate. So FNB is going to take your initial amount that you could have invested with them. They're going to add 10%, and at the end of the first year, you will have 5,500 rand. Now I'm going to take this, and you're more than welcome to join in with your calculator on that side. But to make things go a little bit faster, I'm just going to do it here. 5,500 rand, and we are going to add 10%. It's going to give you 6,050 rand. Year number 2. If we take the 6,050
Why
rand,
does it do this to me?
if you take the 6,050 rand, and they're going to reinvest it for you the third year, it's going to be 6,700 rand. Now, over a period of 3 years, and Henning, I want you to just look that you have 80, but we're only working with 5. So over a period of 3 years, if you take back the 5,000 rand that you already invested, that is your money. That means that they are only giving you 1,700 rand. Am I right now? Yeah. 1,700 rand over a period of 3 years profit.
That's correct.
Now, over a period of 3 years, 1,700 rand, is that going to be beneficial for you?
No.
Not at all. But I want to make it a little bit worse quickly, Henning. I'm going to take this 1,500 rand, 1,700 rand, and how many months do you think there's in 3 years?
36.
Say again?
How many months are there in 3 years?
36.
12 times 3.
Yes.
So that will be 36 months.
So I'm going to divide this 1,700 rand by 36. That leaves me with 47 rand and 22 cents per month that you will be making profit. That's not all. We're going to take this 47 rand and 22 cents, and we are going to divide it by the amount of days that there are in a month. So we're going to divide it by 30 days on average. That leaves us with 1 rand 57. Okay. That is with 5,000 rand. Now, Henning, what I want to do quickly, is 80,000 rand a lot of money to you?
Yeah?
Is it a lot of money? All right. So let's say you gave FNB the full 80,000 rand, and you only invested your money for 1 year. At the end of the first year, you will only have 8,000 rand profit. Do you agree with me?
That's right.
All right. So 8,000 rand, is that a lot of money to you for doing not really anything for a whole year?
Yeah, that's all right. That's not too bad, but that's for a whole year, so it's
That's
not a
for the
lot,
whole year.
really.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this by 12, which gives me 666 rand per month. And if I divide that by 30 days, it gives me a full 22 rand and 20 cents per day. So what I want to ask you quickly, Henning, I want to make you a deal. If you have to take the full 80,000 that you have currently in your account and you give it to FNB, they are going to give you 8,000 rand at the end of the year, which takes us to 22 rand 20 a day. If you give me that 80,000 rand to my company, I will drive to your house in Brackenfell every day and I'll give you 50 rand, meaning that I'm paying you more than double that your investment would have been if you went to FNB. Do we have a deal?
Yeah, that sounds much better.
All right, what's your address? I'm coming to pick up my 80 grand.
Yeah.
All right. So would you agree with me, Henning, that if you had to take the amount of money that you currently have in your bank account and give it to FNB, that you would not be happy with 22 rand 20 on a daily basis?
No.
Okay. Neither would I. So we're going to use this quickly. And I want to explain to you a little bit more about our company. Now, once you become a client with our company, we actually give our clients trading signals. Now, trading signals is something that we've done for our clients for the last 7 years, and we tell our clients what companies to buy, when to buy them, and when to sell them. Now, I'm going to get a little bit more into the technical side of the stock market a bit later, but what I want to show you quickly is I'm going to use one of the trading signals from last week. Unfortunately, we are already on Tuesday. It's Tuesday today, no? Yeah. So I'm going to go on my app. I will send you some pictures after the presentation, Henning. I'm going to go on my application that I have on my phone, my trading app. I'm going to go to the signals. I'm going to send you a message now, but this is more or less how they look. So I'm going to use, let's go back to Friday. Friday was the 15th. So what we basically said is that we sent out a signal for NTC, which is a company called Netcare. Are you familiar with Netcare?
Yes.
It's a hospital group. So now what we did is we said to go and buy shares at 12 rand and 20 cents. And we said to sell your shares at, where am I now? 14 rand and 30 cents. Okay. So that was one of the trading signals that we provided for our clients on Friday, you know. So now what I'm going to show you quickly is, let's say you were a client before last week Friday. You became a client here by Tuesday. You attended one or two of our classes and you would have decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to take my 80,000, I'm going to put it in my trading account and I'm going to follow what these guys tell me. If you would have bought shares with 80,000 rand, take your 80,000 and we divide them by the 12 rand 20, that means you would have bought 6,557 shares. All right? So now that shares, we said, is going to go up to 14 rand 30. Now I know for a fact that it went up to 15 rand something, but that doesn't matter because we said 14 rand 30. Now what I want to do quickly is I'm going to take the amounts of shares. If you would have sold that shares at 6,557 and you sold them at 14 rand 30, by the end of Friday, Saturday morning, you would have woken up with 93,765 rand in your bank account. Now, how much money did I say you're going to start off with, Henning?
Say again, sir. I didn't hear.
How much money did I say you're going to start off with? How much money did you give me to start off with last week?
80,000.
So I'm going to deduct the 80,000 from this amount, which is going to leave you with 13,765 rand profits. Now, I don't want to be, I'm not going to be bad-mouthing your bank, but with our company, SMC, this would have been your daily profit, and with FNB, this would have been your daily profit. I'm going to make you just make a choice quickly for me, Henning. Which one is more attractive?
The top one,
The top one.
by far.
Okay, you sure? Because if you choose the bottom one, we can end this presentation, and you can stick with FNB. But if you are really interested in the top one, we can carry on with this, and I can help you do that on a daily basis.
No, I'm really interested, and I can understand why that Buddha that you talked about just wants to go down the
Okay, fantastic. So what I've just basically done, Henning, is I've just showed you that this is your current financial situation. This is what your bank is doing for you. This is what we can basically do for you. Now, there's a lot of things that I can tell you, Henning, but what I want to show you quickly is a little bit more about our company. So what we do on a daily basis is we make use of an application called Zoom. This is now if you want to sit and do your classes at home. If you prefer to speak to someone face-to-face, our offices are currently located in the Nobel Park Center, Bellville, and you are more than welcome to come and sit at our offices with a qualified stockbroker. And the moment you sign up, we're going to book you your first session. So what's going to happen is, with the college side of things, we are going to teach you how to make money. Now, there's a lot of companies out there that want to teach, they want people to invest or that, buy shares through them or so on, but they don't give the people the proper knowledge, or they give the people a CD with a software platform and a couple of YouTube links and say, daar gaat jy. So with our company, you can physically come into the office. We've got a stockbroker in the office. You're going to sit in front of that stockbroker, whether it's with your phone, your tablet, or your computer. You're going to do everything he says. Now, what I'm going to tell you, and I tell this to all my clients, we have, for the last couple of years, developed a recipe for a lovely cake. Now, every single time we get a new client, we teach that client the recipe for this cake. Now, every time we bake this cake, we get the same results, and we all eat from this cake, and it tastes exactly the same it tasted yesterday. What I'm going to ask you as a client before you start with us is don't go and add to the recipe. If you come to the classes, you sit here and you sit with the stockbroker and you follow that recipe, you will be eating from the same cake that we are eating. Now, the nice thing about sitting in front of the stockbroker is you're not going to only be learning, but you will also be earning. The moment you sit in front of the stockbroker, he's going to tell you, okay, Henning, welcome to the stock market. Let's set everything up for you. And you know what? Someone place your first trade. And while you're sitting at the office, you are busy making money. As I'm speaking to you now, Henning, there's people in the training, the broker's classroom, and they're busy making money at the moment. So it's a nice thing when you can actually sit with a stockbroker and just make money with him. Should something then happen, the guy's right there, and he will be able to help you. Now, the reason why we're doing this is in our classes, you can choose if you want to come in every day and sit and trade with the broker. He's going to teach you everything you need to know. But the reason why we're doing is that in a couple of weeks or a couple of days or a couple of months, over that period, we want to teach you exactly what he knows. So with our 36 months membership, you don't have to come and sit at the office for 36 months. You can come and sit at the office as many times as you like, per week, per month, whatever the case may be. And when you are ready and you've asked all the questions that you want to ask, then you don't have to come to the office anymore. But you have the remainder of the 36 months to make use of all the benefits that we basically have. All right. Henning, have you got any questions for me before I carry on?
It sounds good. Let's carry on.
Would you like to sit in front of a computer and make money?
Absolutely.
All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's this going to cost you out of your pocket. So for the Stock Market College, we sign our clients up to the Profit course. This Profit course is going to give you the full education that you need for 36 months. We are going to open you a live trading account where you will get your own license number directly at the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Now, the reason why you get a license at the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, Henning, is that just say, for instance, all 44 branches and head office of our company closes down, you will still be registered directly with the JSE, so you can just carry on trading as normally, and your funds will be safe with them. Okay. We are going to give you MT5, which is MetaTrader. Now, MetaTrader is the platform that we use. Once you become a client, you're going to get a little bit more involved with that and learn a bit more about that. But on that app, that's where you're going to go and buy the physical shares of the companies, which we are going to provide. We are going to have, sorry, let me just get another pen here. We are going to give you full 24 hours, 5 days a week, backup and support. Now, the nice thing about this is that you get your own trading mentor. Now, this mentor, you will have a direct WhatsApp line to this mentor and obviously an email. You can press on this mentor's button any time of the day from Monday to Friday. Should you get stuck with something, with a trade, or you need advice with a trade, or looking into the future, what kind of things can go long term, whatever the case may be, you can contact your mentor. Should there be any other problems, whether it's hardware, software, or platform problems, then you can phone one of our support people at head office, and they will assist you 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Obviously, we've got some people that's sorting out the CFD side of things, and then for the remainder of the day, the Forex side of things. And then obviously, you can make use of Quick Trade, which is our stockbroker. You don't need to make use of another stockbroker, and they have got enormously low brokerage fees. Now, I think I'm going to be honest with you, Quick Trade hasn't got the lowest brokerage fees. If we had the lowest brokerage fees, we wouldn't have had the reputation that we have. So we fall underneath at least the top 10 cheapest brokerage fees in the company. All right. So all of this that you can get into in the profit course is going to be for a full 36 months period of your membership. Now, I'm going to take a picture of this, Henning, and I'm going to send it to you. Let me someone do it in anyway. So guys, what I usually do, someone going to post it on the group. What I usually do is, as I do the presentation, I will take pictures of either my screen or the board and send it to the person, because obviously they're not going to have the live or the full video. Okay, so there I'm going to send it. Okay, so this is what you are going to get when you become a client. Now, Henning, what I want to ask you quickly, did you go to college or university?
Yes, I did, sir.
What did you study?
I studied pilot.
Were you a pilot?
Yeah.
Genade, how long did you study?
For 5 years.
For 5 years. And then, just for interest sake, what did it cost you per year?
It cost round about between 98 to 105,000 a year.
Between 98,000 and 105,000 a year.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, Henning, quickly, when you finished, were you guaranteed of a job?
No.
Were you guaranteed of an income?
No.
Nothing. You sure?
Yeah.
You didn't get you didn't know Oom or a Tannie that worked somewhere at SAL, or you would have been jobless anyway now, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's the main thing. So, but yeah, man, it's like for working for private companies, it's much easier, but then you're not allowed to get really paid. So.
Yes. Okay, no, I understand fully. So what I'm trying to get is that for all those years that you studied, you weren't guaranteed of a job, you weren't guaranteed of an income. Now at the stock market college, for a 36, I'm going to throw all these cookies away. For a 36-month membership, it's only going to cost you 24,780 Rand. Now before you start asking questions, I'm going to make your day even worse. In order for you to start trading, we advise our clients to start at least with a minimum of 5,000 Rand in their trading account. So now we are already looking at 29,780 Rand before you can even join the company and take part of the profit course. All right. Now, Henning, this can be paid in cash. You can someone EFT it, or you can put it, oh no, you don't have a credit card, so we're not going to go that route. So now, we already established that you've got over 80,000 Rand in your trading account. Can I send you the banking details so that you can start with your course?
We can do it. It sounds all right.
Can we do it? Okay. Cash client, usually they say yes. Now I want Henning to say, no, fuck, I don't have this money. Henning, do you have this 29,780 available to give to me right now?
If I can make a plan within 24 hours and I can come back to you, yes, definitely. Then I will
Okay,
do
so
it.
if you can make a
But
plan.
if I
Henning,
don't,
what if I tell you that I want to give you that amount? Instead of using your own money.
Plan comes in, huh?
Instead of using your own money. Now, Henning, don't get me wrong. If you want to, you can pay the full amount in cash or EFT the money to me. Everything is sorted. But to be honest with you, Henning, that about 70% of the clients that we sign up don't have 29,780 available. Would you agree with me? We are going to pretend, Henning, that you are now one of those clients. So for everybody here and everybody on Zoom, 90% or 70% of the people don't have 29,700 available. So now what I will say is, once I've asked the person the question, it can be paid in cash, it can be paid in EFT. Can you go and withdraw that money and deposit it over to me? And then they will be like, yeah. If I had that money, I wouldn't have approached you. Okay, so now Henning is going to tell me, yeah, fuck, I don't have this money available. Sorry, you know what, I'll have to pass. I'm going to say, you know what, Henning, hang on, quickly. What if I give you this money? What if I pay the full 24,000 Rand to SMC for your full 36 months course, all right? And then I pay 5,000 Rand into your trading account for you to become a client. How will that sound?
Can I be quite frank with you?
Yeah, boy.
It sounds desperate.
It sounds
Like you
desperate.
guys need, like you guys really need people to come in and to invest.
Okay, if you
But
are a
it
client,
sounds good.
if you are a client and you've seen everything that I've done now, and I've showed you how much money you can make on the stock market, but before I do anything, I say, okay, it's 29,780. What is your first impression?
It's too expensive.
A lot of money for a course.
It's too expensive. But you're willing to pay 98,000 Rand a year for a job that you don't even know you're going to have.
Yeah.
You get my point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for everybody on Zoom, people who has got the money, remember, when I do that section of how much money do you have in your bank account, me as a consultant is going to push that person for that cash sale. If he says he's interested, if he says he's interested, then I am going to hammer on that side. That we are going to teach you guys at a later stage.
Yeah.
So if he's got the money and I can see he's got the money and he's just agreed with everything, remember, I don't ask him questions where he's going to answer me no. As I'm speaking, I keep asking him a question where he has to say yes. So I will say, can you see that you are making a lot of money? Would you agree with me? He's going to say yes. Yeah. Mix that word in. All right. So I will be honest, it's the first time that someone has told me desperate. But if I was desperate to get clients, I would have told them to give me the money. So now we are a well-established company of over 18 years, and I know for a fact that I'm going to teach you how to make a lot of money, because not only am I going to give you 29,780, I'm going to make money off this as well.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds good, because now the only concern that I really have is if you give me that, say for instance, that 30K to get started with the whole 36 months, is how long will it take me? Obviously not 36 months to pay you back that 30K.
Okay, let's get to that. That is the next part of this presentation. So what I'm going to do, Henning, I want to give you this 29,780. Now you've got two choices. You can either pay everything up front with the money you have, or you can make use of our finance facility. Now this 29,700 is going to be financed by a company called CTI. Now CTI is a corporate financial institute that only finances 5 large companies in South Africa. They are not a normal financing company where you and me as a normal person can walk in and say, you know what, I want to make a 5 or a 10,000 Rand loan. They do third-party payouts for financial companies and educational companies. Now what they are willing to do is they are going to finance the full 29,780. The 24,000 is going to be paid over to Stock Market College. The 5,000 is going to be paid over to your trading account. Now your trading account is going to be linked with your bank account. Alright. By using our cake recipe, coming to the classes and doing your bit, this 5,000 Rand is going to start growing. Now, we are going to start deducting 1,475 Rand from your bank account, but only 60 days later. So the moment, let's say, for instance, Zenon, you sign up with me now, I'm going to start deducting 1,475 Rand from your bank account after 2 months. So now if you do your part, you take this 5,000 Rand, you take the trading signals, you trade with them. Let's say you make over the next 2 months, you only make, 100 Rand a day. Let's take it on worst case scenario. That's 2,000 Rand, 555. That's 2,000 Rand a month. That's 4,000 Rand over the next 60 days. Okay, now you're going to have 9,000 Rand in your account with the 5,000 Rand. At the end of that 60 days, that installment is going to come off your bank account. I cannot take the money from your trading account because it's licensed and it's only registered to you. All we expect from our clients is that once this installment comes off your bank account, or before this installment comes off your bank account, you must take that amount, transfer it from your trading account to your bank account, and we can deduct it. Which means your profits are going to pay for the package. Now, we do, however, put this over a period of 36 months. But if you're going to pay the full 36 months, you're going to end up paying, I think, 51,700 and what. We don't want that for our clients. We don't want our clients to pay over a period of 36 months because it's ridiculous. Because CTI is giving you 25.25% per annum interest on top of your money. All right, so for the last 8 years, CTI, remember, CTI has been financing our clients for 12 or 13 years. So for the last 8 years, we made a deal with CTI. They obviously saw, right, we're going to give these people the money, they're going to start trading, and they're going to pay us back. They have made a deal and said, okay, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and every 3 months after that. If you settle your account within that, within a 3 month or a 6 month or a 9 month period, this interest rate is going to go down. So now what happens is that most of our clients, and I'm not saying all of them, I'm saying most of them, settle the accounts within 6 months. So let's say now, for instance, now you've got 9,000 Rand. You've paid your first month's installment. This is now only 60 days later. So meaning that 6 months is 8 months after you've actually purchased the course. Let's say by the time the 6 months come, you have maybe only got 30,000 in your trading account after the last, over the last 8 months. Now you've already paid 6 times this amount. That's 9,000 Rand off. So over a period of 6 months, you've already paid 9,000 Rand from this 29,000 Rand. What do you have left? 20,000 what plus a little bit of interest for that amount of months. So we're looking at about, let's say, 23, make it 23, 24, whatever the case may be. You as a client can then decide, okay, you know what? I've got 30K. I only owe 23,000. I want to settle it. They give you a settlement amount and we're done. Everything you make then after that is going to be clean profit. The only thing you will still be paying after that is an amount of 294 Rand per month directly to Stock Market College, and that is for your mentor, your signals, and the updates for the MetaTrader 5. It's like updating Google Play. It charges you data. Okay. Now, this is worst case scenario. If you only have 30,000 Rand in your account after 8 months, then we're going to call you in, or you're going to come to us and ask us something. Ask us to help you, and we will obviously help you to do that. Okay. So the sooner our clients settle this amount, the sooner they won't have a debit order off their account. Now, this is only if they choose the financing option. Obviously, there will be clients who's got the full amount available. Then they will pull just hang on, they're going to pay the full amount, and then they will only pay 249 Rand a month. Then they can put any amount of money in their trading account. Then they will only have to pay the 24,780. All right, question.
Question is,
will there be any penalties to pay if you pay before the 36 months is gone?
Yeah.
Penalties.
Yeah, penalty fee. So for instance, you finish at 29,000 in 9 months.
No, they're not going to penalize you. They're going to congratulate you.
You're basically going to pay
Just
a fee.
an admin fee. The least amount of months you pay it off. Remember, they put it over a period of 36 months so that the installment can be affordable. If they had to put that installment over 12 months, it would have cost you like 3,000 rand a month. Okay, so we make it affordable, the 1,000, and they give you 60 days
Before you go.
before you have to pay. So you've got 60 days. Now that's 60, normal days. There's 21 trading days in a month. So we're talking about 42 trading days that over a period of 2 months. Make 100 rand a day, that's 4,200 rand, and only 1/4 of that's going to go away. But then before we carry on, before you make your decision on this financing option, I've showed you now the financing option and the amount that's going to go with your bank account. We want you to use the profits that you make to pay for the full package and not out of your own pocket. But first, before we go on, Enan, how many people do you know that wants to make money?
Maybe everyone.
Maybe
I know.
everyone. All right.
That wants
So
to
then,
make money.
once you become a client, I'm going to sign you up for the affiliate program. Now, this affiliate program, Henning, you can tell me if you want to be part of it or not. I'm not going to force you into anything. But what I want to make you is an affiliate. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It's completely free. Now, what this basically means, Henning, when you say you know a lot of people that also wants to make money, let's say you start trading with us, you start making money, someone's going to start asking you, Henning, things are going good now. Where are you getting your money from? And you say, you know what, speak to Francois from Stock Market College. I do the presentation, I sign this client up, I'm going to deposit into your bank account 1,500 rand.
Just for referencing him.
Just for a reference. If I sign him up, he must sign up successfully.
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
Say, for instance, if he also doesn't have that 30K to get started, then you guys finance him as well.
Same story. Same story.
Exactly.
Whether it's a cash deal or a CTI, we call it an upfront because we are going to get the money upfront, and then that money we're going to pay you as a consultant, and we're going to pay the affiliate. So now, what I usually tell my clients, is that let's say, for instance, now you don't want to take the 1.5 from your account and put it into the bank account before that period comes. Again, how many people do you know?
A lot.
You see. So if you bring me for the next 2 months, one person a month, you will already be 2 installments in front. Bring me one person a month for the next 36 months, you won't even have to pay anything out of your own pocket. You can just use that money to trade. So now I've given you the option to give you money, make profit, and pay it with your profits. Or if you don't want to pay it with your profits, you can just refer 1 or 2 people to me a month, and that's going to pay for your installment as well.
Yeah. So it's a clean win.
It's a clean win. Now, the only thing that I'm going to ask you, Henning, is how serious are you about making money?
Very serious.
Okay, because Henning, I can obviously not give you a call every single morning and say, you know what, open your cupboard, eat some wheat picks and drink a strong cup of coffee. The classes are about to start. So I'm going to leave it completely into your own hands to be able to commit to this. And I promise you, my friend, that over a couple of months, you're going to come back to me and say, thank you very much. Do we agree?
Definitely.
Welcome
We
to
do
the
agree.
Stock Market College.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, I'll send you the...
Glad to be part.
All right. So what I'm going to do for quickly, I see I've got a couple of raised hands here. Before I answer your questions, that is the basic presentation. All right. My version in the office, Nana, was shorter. It was different to this. But this is what I want you guys to learn. Every single person is going to be different. If I had to do it with, for instance, Renee Adams, or I had to do it with Martin inside here, or I had to do it with Nicholas, my answers, my whole route is going to be different. But the point is, I did the personal info. I showed him that the banks and policies, what he's currently doing, the trading signal, what he can do with his money, and then obviously the closing and pricing, the affiliate, and then basically close the deal. All right. Now, not every single client, Yebo.
Sorry, just to come back to the previous thing that I said about being desperate is the thing is my father always told me that if something sounds too good to be true, it's usually
And it probably
too good
is.
to be true.
Okay, so then what I'm going to say is before you make a decision on joining this company, I would like you to come and sit in my office free of charge for 1 hour with other clients and a stockbroker.
Perfect.
Don't
Oh,
speak
then
to
we have a
me,
deal.
speak to my clients. It's not a legal wise, it's a stock market wise. Don't speak to me, speak to my lawyer. I said, don't speak to me, speak to my clients.
Great stuff.
Yes, I'm 100% with you. It is a seeing is believing kind of vibe. So what I usually do with those kind of clients, and you guys will be amazed about how many people don't actually say that. They will either be hyped up. Remember, these are people that don't know anything about this. So they will be hyped up, and you will get the clients that will stock a loss somewhere in here. And then I just invite them to the office. Yebo.
Now, what if it happens that now the client is eager to invest, no? But doesn't have the 24,000?
Okay, he doesn't have the 24,000 and he doesn't qualify because he's under debt review.
But the client is willing to deposit the 5,000.
He can deposit, but then he's going to become a client of Quick Trade and not of Stock Market College. So then he's not going to be able, we're not going to teach him how to do it. But I'm going to get to that now because there is one more payment option. But first I want to, just sort this whole payment option out quickly. So first one I want to see quickly is Lungi. Lungi has got his hand raised now for a couple of minutes. Speak to me.
Hi, Rajat. Tell me, man, so if the guy or the client doesn't have the cash to pay upfront for the course, but he's able to pay per month, a debit order per month of 249 Rand, and he doesn't have money to put into the training account, then what happens? But he has money to pay for the course.
He has money to pay for the course.
Maybe he doesn't have the purpose.
Okay, so he's got the 24,700, but he doesn't have the 5,000 to put in his trading account.
To start off with the account, yes.
Okay, well then if he's got that kind of money available, then head office will look into financing him themselves. Remember, the 29,780 is direct financing from CTI. Stock Market College or Quick Trade is not financing that for the client. Usually if we have the people that can afford the course, we would then say, okay, you know what, let's make a deal. We're going to take 3/4 of the money now. The rest we're going to put in your trading account, but by the end of next month, you need to pay us the rest of the money. Or bring me a couple of referrals. You bring me, 6 referrals. That's 9 grand, or 4 referrals. That's 6,000, and then you've got money in your trading account. There's always money to be made. We always try and get the clients, those who doesn't have money. We try and show them how to make money, whether it's through referrals or whether it's on the stock market. So if the people have the money to pay the course, but they don't have money to finance, I need them to come and sit with me in the office for 2 hours. I will make that money for them before the first Friday.
Okay.
Through the affiliate program.
Okay.
Okay, and then I've got one, Joshua, can you send the structure of the presentation? Yes, I'm going to post the full PowerPoint presentation. Now, first, before we do that, I'm going to take some more questions now. Before I send the PowerPoint, I need you guys to see quickly that there are a lot of slides in this PowerPoint which I did not cover, all right? Mm-hmm. These are, for me, some of them aren't information that you guys, that I don't have to give it to you. When you look at the picture, you can see that is a trading signal. That is the amount that you could have made, over that period. The affiliate and the portal, I'm going to explain to you quickly how that works. There's the pricing, the structure. It's just that the monthly, okay, it's 1,493, not 1,475, somewhere there. The interest rate is going to go down again, the repo rate, as far as I know, again, so that might affect the pricing. I think it's going to go down by another percentage. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, that's what they've been discussing.
Yeah, that's hectic. That's 3% now since the lockdown beginning.
Yeah, but it's because a lot of people aren't paying bonds. A lot
Yeah.
of people are losing their jobs. So what they've done is they've gone to the banks and said, oh, look, I can't afford to pay the actual installments, but I'm going to pay the interest.
The interest. Yeah. It's bad for the economy, but it's cool for the people. So it's going to go down another %. That will maybe have an effect on the installment of approximately 60 to 70 Rand. I'm not exactly sure. So it can become less. All right, so most of these slides you will see, there are some slides which I haven't covered. But most of the, if you watch the training videos, you will find all the information in the videos that you need if something in a slide doesn't make sense. All right, so just for instance, let me take you through this. This is a guide to the learner management system. This is for the client, how to access everything and so on and so on. All right, this is stuff that you as a consultant do not have to know at this moment. All right, but you're more than welcome to go and look at it, see how everything goes, and so on and so on. All right.
Sandra, will we have access to any examples of trading signals when we pitch in, or can we just make examples of it? Because obviously we won't have quick trader like access to us because we're not trading.
Okay, so what you can do is you can go and download MetaTrader. I just need to see quickly. No. So what I usually do with my with the senior consultants, I post. One of my senior consultants, Lizelle, the team leader, she posts in that group the trading signals for every day. So once you actually, once I add you guys, because you all are going to be added to another WhatsApp group. This is only for this training.
Yes,
then you will start receiving there.
Okay.
Yeah, once you guys, once we do a couple of sales, we're going to open your portal. You're going to open yourself a real account and a demo account. You don't necessarily have to deposit money into the real account, but then you start getting the trading signals as soon as possible. All right, Yebo.
No, it's just a comment from my side. I don't think the amounts are bad. It's just that coming from an environment where you also speak finances to customers. I think it's also important. I'm just talking to myself to mention that we don't want to talk about 100 rands.
Yeah.
To the clients, so that we can make them financially comfortable.
Yes.
And so, because I think when you see 29,000 rand, your brain sort of
It explodes, yeah. There's a lot of people that don't have,
so
that don't have to.
It's important to speak about their hazards, so because you don't. I think it's nice the fact that the company can also finance them.
Yes.
And you also break it down on how they're going to pay it back. I mean, comparing to the amount people pay for schooling in universities, it's more.
That's the thing, you know, what people don't think about is, yes, you can become a client of Quick Trade.
Yeah.
You can only deposit 1,000 Rand in your trading account.
Yeah.
But how successful are you going to be in 6 months?
Exactly.
You know?
There's no guarantees.
With this, there's no guarantees. With this, you at least have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
With this, you gain knowledge. And this, once you do the training course through a college, this is not something that's only going to help you for the next 36 months. It's something that's going to help you for the rest of your life. And something that if you have kids, that you can pass on to them. You know, stuff like that. All my kids are gonna, it's only my daughter that doesn't want to get involved. My eldest
And
daughter.
it's not like we also get the sense that with businesses like this, customers feel like we're forcing them to take the product. You're not forcing them to take the product, but you're just opening their eyes, so to speak, to another financial stream.
Yeah.
That's very much possible to give them a higher return.
When we do presentations, obviously the 29, for me it's not a lot of money, but it's a lot of money for a lot of people.
Yeah.
The whole presentation focuses on not to focus on the 29. You need to focus, the presentation needs to be done in a way that you can see that everything, all the benefits that you're currently getting from... I don't know. He's singing something.
But also the core space for itself.
And the core space for itself. But now you see one of the things that I have realized by some of the clients. Let's say I've signed up over the next 6 months. I've signed up, let's say 300 people. There will be at least 5 or 10 people who will not come to the classes. They will not fucking. I've got clients that I signed up 2 years ago who hasn't even given me their FICA documents yet. Already paid. They're paying every month for the course.
And they're not doing anything.
But they're not doing anything. So now that's why I said to Henning, you know what, Henning? You need to commit now, because I, myself, Frans Okotze, has got over 6,000 clients of Stock Market College that I signed up myself. Okay? I cannot phone every single client every morning and says, okay, we're going to get a trading signal now, get in front of your computer.
Yeah.
Come to the classes tonight. Where are you? Come to classes today. Where? So every person needs to commit. That is why in the presentation, everybody needs to make it as informative as possible for your clients. They should know, okay, but this is what I'm getting myself into. And it's a college, it's a school. You're going back to school. The only difference is now you can actually make money while you're in school. Yeah. Do I have any more questions regarding the payment options? Yes, Henning, skis.
Mag 'n mens jou naure ook plaas? So sê byvoorbeeld, sê nou maar soos ek en jy byvoorbeeld nou, ons weet van mekaar wat ons wie waar bly. Kan ek na jou toe kom as ek 'n spesifieke probleem het?
Enigiets, enige tyd.
Okay.
He's asking me now that can he contact me anytime? You can contact me anytime, and I will contact my support people anytime. But obviously, some of the consultants aren't that. A consultant can't help you, so it's only people in support or the branch owners or the people with a bit more knowledge regarding the system.
Technical support.
Yeah, the technical support. So that you can phone me at any time or WhatsApp me or whatever the case may be. But let's say for instance now you're a different consultant. Then they won't be able to help you. So consultant is just the salesperson. But most of our support people are available 24/7. Well, not one person, but they've got like shifts. So on our portal, all our clients get a portal and they've got a chat facility on there. So anytime you go on the portal, you just access the chat facility, choose the department that you want to chat to, and there's always someone available there. If they don't respond to you within an hour, then you just phone the 011-315-1000. That is our office number. Okay. Have I got any more questions from the people on Zoom? Just run through one. I've got a thumbs up there. Darren Fisher, are you saying you are okay? Darren, have you got a question?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, Oswald, I see you gave a finger there. Do you want to ask something?
No, I'm good. I'm just confirming that I'm understanding.
All right, fantastic. Okay, guys. So yeah, that is the presentation. That is basically, I've recorded this. I'm going to share it on the group a little bit later. I want you to go and watch it as well, and then obviously go and watch Hardis's presentation as well. Tomorrow, I'm going to just run through everything and ask you guys a couple of things. I want everybody please to go and watch that presentation, whether it's mine or Hardis's presentation. I want particularly Hardis's presentation because he gives a lot more. He covers basically everything. He had to do that presentation that way in order to teach the new distributor everything that he must know. I want you to go and watch it. I know it's an hour and a half long. But it's really it's going to help every single person in this classroom and on Zoom for your future endeavors with Stock Market College. Now, what I want to tell all of you guys is that for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I don't need any of you to do this presentation. Okay, I think I have mentioned it. You will only be doing your own presentation to a client once I approve you, or one of the team leaders approve you, or one of the sales managers approve you. What I need from you guys now is we need to build a database. Okay. Now I have a database here, but I am not going to give my database just randomly out to new consultants. I've obviously got senior consultants that also need to be looked after, that's been working for me for either months or years, and that database is obviously going to go to them first. That database. Some of them I don't even give leads to because they build their own leads. But I want to teach you guys how to source your own leads. Because some days, someday we're going to have another destructive pandemic or whatever the case may be, and I won't be able to get leads, and then you won't be able to think for yourself and think on your feet. So first what I want to do is I want to teach you guys how to get control of your own leads, get your own leads. I want to at least get each and every one of you at least 10 new leads before Monday. With that 10 new leads, you've got a possibility of another 50 people, if it's only 5 people per lead, extra on top of that. And that is how we branch out and get more and more clients. Obviously, the reason why we sit with everybody one-on-one, and to get back to, I'm not sure who asked the question, why they're going to get a separate phone call is, I need to know that if there are people that you know that are interested, what kind of persons they are, how old are they, what kind of financial situation they are in. Because obviously, if I'm not going to send out an advert to the guy on the street and say, do you want to join Stock Market College? I'm going to make him an affiliate because maybe he might know someone that wants to join the course. But for me to do a presentation to a new client, I'm not going to know if that person earns 40,000 Rand or only 4,000 Rand. Okay, so that is how we're going to, during the lockdown and in the future as well, how we are going to narrow down our client base of people who want to do it but can't, and people who want to do it and can. Now, I'm not saying these people can't, they can, but it's obviously going to take them a little bit longer. Okay. So before we carry on, if there's no more questions regarding that financing options, I'll take a picture quickly and I'll also post it on here, but most of the details will be in the presentation. Then I just want to do the last payment option that we provide our clients. Okay, so now you get a client. Now you get a client that he doesn't have the 24/7 cash available. He doesn't have a 5,000 Rand to put in his trading account. And when we do, however, apply for financing, because some people will know that their credit score is bad, but they will still let us apply for financing. That is why we're going to try, and that's why we try in the presentation to find out, how the current situation is. If I had to do the presentation with Henning and he only had like 1,500 in this bank account and 3,000 in that bank account, I would have already steered my presentation to a point. But okay, but why? Why? Why is there so little money? So now the client doesn't have the cash to do it, and he's listed, or what you call it, blacklisted. Debt review or administration. Administration is not really a thing anymore.
Sequestration. Go, because I need to pick up my car for it.
Oh shit, yeah, you did ask me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can go. I'm going to put it on the group anyway, so then you're going to see.
I'll take all the notes in that tonight. Thank you.
100%. Okay, so now the first thing we see, now the client gives us their details. In order for us to get the financing for the people, I will always need a name, surname, ID number, his street address, gross and net salary. That will be the details that I need in order for them to get qualified. CTI will then say to me, okay, it's a payslip to assess. I then need to ask the client for the latest 3 months payslip. Or it's going to be a bank statement to assess. I'm going to need the latest 3 bank statements. All right, but that is not your problem. That is our office's problem. Okay. But now we get, CTI tells us, no, it's Barua declined, or it's got outstanding, it's got bad debt, and all these things. Okay. Now, the first thing that we do is we approach the client with a rental option. And this option is the final resort. Now, this is an option that you don't even mention to the client. This we only mention to the client once we can't make any fucking deal with him at all. Okay. So how the rental option work is they need to pay a deposit of 2,200 Rand. Okay. Now people ask me, yeah, but if they're under debt review, obviously they can't afford it. What does it mean if people are under debt review? When they are under debt review, that means that they couldn't afford the installments that they've currently been paying. Going under debt review halves your installments. So if you're under debt review, you are now paying 50% of the installments that you used to pay, and you can't go and make more debt. So now you've got 50% of that installment you've got available. Now, a lot of people obviously more so on cock, but you'll be surprised that we've done people who declined on they declined through CTI, and then someone gave us the cash.
Wow.
Okay. So they'll have to pay 2,200 Rand deposit. The installment is going to be 1,350 Rand per month for 36 months. That can be payable before the end of the 36 months, but they are not going to give you a settlement amount. They are going to accumulate all 36 months together, and they're going to say, right, that is what you owe. That is unfortunately the one thing for the people that's got bad credit, how it's going to work.
Is that the interest included for the 6 months?
There's no interest with the 1,350. So it's just the 1,350 straight for 36 months.
Outstanding amount.
Say again?
So the outstanding amount.
That will be, yeah, that will be the full amount. So there's no interest on the 1,350. Okay. They have to pay 2,200 deposit. It's going to be 1,350 per month. And they need to fund their own accounts, their own trading accounts. Also, again, with a minimum of at least 1,000 to 2,000 rand. Okay. Hopefully 5,000, but whatever the case may be. Now, we have a lot of clients that do give us the 2,000 rand upfront, and they do fund their accounts with 5,000 rand. You'll be surprised at how many people don't qualify. They are under debt review or whatever the case may be, and then they will have that 10,000 or 7,000 or whatever available.
But the 5,000 rand is within the 29,780. So why must you find?
No, remember, this is the package. This is what we request. So if they don't qualify for this, then this is your option.
Then they pay one.
If they don't have the 24 or the 5,000, or they qualify for the CTI. Remember, if you pay cash, then you only need to pay the 24,780, but you need to fund your own accounting. We prefer with a minimum of 5,000. If you can't pay cash, then we finance you through CTI with 29,700. But if you don't have any one of those, and you're on the debt review or you've got a bad credit score, then we offer the rental option.
Okay,
so the rental option, you pay 2,200 deposit up front. You're going to pay 1,350 rand per month, but you need to fund your own trading account. Okay. So now what we do with the rental clients, we immediately make them affiliates. Immediately. And you will be surprised at how many referrals we get out of rental clients. Because now they need
to pay that. They have to pay that.
They need to fund their account. They need to fund their trading account in order for them to make enough money to pay that 1,350. And desperate times calls for desperate measures, and it's always been the case. You will be amazed that now you get a rental. Now, this is where it all comes down. On an upfront deal, whether it's cash or CTI, this is what we call an upfront deal. Okay. This is where you as a consultant get your 2,000 rand commission. I make money, you make money. On a rental deal, us as a branch don't make anything. But you as a consultant will get your 500 rand commission from the 2,200 rand. Now don't throw away, we don't do a lot of rentals, so don't worry about that. But don't throw them away, because now if you have one rental, let's say if you do 4 rentals a month, that's going to be your petrol money, at least for a week. But this one rental person is going to refer at least 4 or 5 other people to you. And that person, they could be upfront out of that. Okay, so we never throw away the rental option, because now this guy's desperate. He wants to get his trading account funded, so he's going to pump you with clients. And most of our referrals we do get, a lot of our referrals we do get from the rental clients, because they are desperate. Okay, let me take a picture of that. Got like 100 messages again. Alright, so those are the 3 payment options. One is cash, one is CTI, and one is a rental option. Sorry guys, I forgot to unshare. So that's what it looks like over there. I did put it on the group. So basically what we have is the rental option, 2,200 deposit, 1,350 over a period of 36 months installment, and they need to fund their own trading accounts. But once we sign up someone on a rental, we immediately make them an affiliate, and we immediately extract clients out of that person. Okay. Any questions? Any questions here on the Zoom? Wait, I've got some chats.
Right, so this part I know I got. This part is pretty easy. I think the part that I need to probably work on in terms of numbers is the
Sales pitch.
the comparisons. So between what your bank can.
Okay, that you have plenty of time to practice that.
Yeah.
Remember what I wanted to tell you guys earlier is you as consultants now don't have to do presentations.
Yeah.
We are going to try and build a client base, and let's say now, for instance, I get out of your social media environment that we get, let's say, 5 clients for the next 2 days. Myself or a senior consultant is going to do the presentation, whether we go to the client or sit here at the office or do a Zoom presentation. But it doesn't matter where we do, you are going to sit in and you're going to see how they do the presentation. You're just going to sit there on the background, not say a word. You're going to let the senior consultant speak, let them do the presentation, let them do the sale for you. You are going to get the commission from the deal, and you will obviously then get the experience.
Yeah, look, also, I think also your contacts, the people that you've got, they don't always want to give you the information.
Exactly.
So you also don't want to directly deal with those people because they don't want to give them information.
Exactly.
But if you gave it as a referral and you interview them, and I sit in with somebody else's friend or family.
Exactly. And all those presentations are going to be recorded if it's over Zoom anyway, so you can go. So it's right what he says. There's a lot of people that you might know that you know would be interested, but if you had to approach them, they would be like, you know what, it's all right. I'm not going to give you some information now.
Like, for example, at this stage, like if like I know there is a person that maybe I can talk to, like how do I go on about approaching them?
You are just going to tell them now, you know what, I found this amazing opportunity, and this is what we're going to do with you guys tomorrow. We're going to do the approach. The people on Zoom, the ladies from the office are going to phone you and they're going to work with you one-on-one. And then I just need to see something. So they're going to work with you one-on-one, and they are going to tell you, okay, this is the way we're going to go forward. This is how we're going to get clients. You guys are going to come in tomorrow. It's going to take us maybe 2.5 hours. It's not going to be a full session again. And then we're going to get your clients already tomorrow. We're going to show you, right? By end of tomorrow, I want at least 5 to 10 clients from each of you. But obviously, you don't have in your mind clients, and they're going to take you on your journey through your social media, and they're going to get you those clients. We're going to phone those clients. We're going to book those clients, set you up appointments for next week. The seniors are going to do the presentations. We're going to sign up, and we're going to sign them up, and from those people, do the same thing. Once they become clients, introduce them to affiliate, and we extract those the names from them again. Okay, so that is the whole purpose of tomorrow morning. Okay. All right. Do I have any more questions from my salespeople here on Zoom? If you are all good and you have no more questions, just give me a thumbs up. I'm happy to see that so many people are still awake. Okay, fantastic. I've got one chat here. Let me see. Thanks, sorted. Copy that over and mark one.
So we can also be investors.
Yeah.
As sales consultants.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a clause in the contracts back in the day that said that you can't become a client if you don't work for a certain period of time, which we had to take out because we weren't actually allowed to do that, but we took that out like 5 years ago. And since then, every year, I lose consultants to becoming clients. And that's why I have to, every year, keep recruiting new.
But can you do both?
Yeah, you can do both.
Okay.
You can do both. But now you get to the point, let's say you become a client, and 5 months down the line, you start making 30, 40 grand just on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Are you still going to want to go to people and sell?
Maybe not.
Yeah, I've got, I think there's about 5 or 6 consultants. No, I'm lying. There's about 3 consultants that are doing the sales consultancy part-time and trading full-time. So I can still, if I have a lead in their area or one of their clients do a referral, then I can say, okay, go do the presentation.
So
But
in
then
your
I
case,
have,
if you recruit someone to invest, you get your money from the stock market college.
who? Me?
You, yeah.
Yeah, both ways. From the college's fees, the brokerage fees.
And everybody wins because the consultant, you selling it to the client, you benefit out of it. The client benefits out of it because you educated and training them how to make more money.
And they are making money, and they get brokerage fees, and they get affiliate money.
So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, if everybody, just
Does their part.
does their part and add to the, well, not add to the recipe, but stick with the recipe. Everybody that has been sticking to the recipe, all of our clients, I can you can go on the website and go and see, and I will go on my portal and I'll go and tell you which clients are making money and which clients aren't making money, and then that clients will tell you, okay, but why you can ask those clients, why are you making money? It's because I'm doing this and this and this and this, and this is exactly what we've been doing, teaching the clients. And the clients who aren't making money, you're going to ask them, yeah, but I don't have time. Someone tells me I don't have time to make money, I will turn my back on him and I will say, okay, well,
Look, it's like me. I've
enjoy.
been working for companies for many years. If it wasn't for lockdown, I wouldn't come and sit and find out what this is all about.
Exactly.
And the thing is, if you're so busy with your normal life, you don't have time to educate yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, you have to make time.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. We have got all of our clients who's got day jobs, all of them, all at least started out as as a client with a day job. And I'm not saying all of my clients are doing this full time now, but I do know of clients, at least about 10 or 20 of them that made this their primary income.
Yeah, you can look at it as a business. You're buying and selling. Basically, that's what you're doing. You're just buying and selling.
Yeah, just buying and selling.
You're just going to make the right decision.
It's going to take an hour of your day, hour and a half of your day for, let's say, at least 6 to 8 weeks to learn how to do this, and then maybe 20 minutes to an hour a day when you do trade in order for you to make money. Remember, we're not forcing our clients to trade. So if we send out trading signals and he looks at his signals and he's like, not interested in these today.
Yeah.
Then he doesn't have to trade.
Yeah. You've given him the tips.
We've given him the tips. We have a lot of clients. For instance, that guy, he did a couple of CFDs and then he said, yeah, but I want to know more about Forex. Now all he trades is fucking Forex. He doesn't even trade the signals that we send. He saw no, but he's stuck to the Australian dollar and the Swiss franc. And he's been making a killing just on that specific currency. Now there's hundreds of other currencies out there that he can trade, but now he's gotten into his flow with that specific thing. And I mean, there you can see what I showed you guys earlier. He's making between 3,000 and 4,000 a day just by trading one fucking currency, by trading up and down. He's buying and selling both ways. Okay, more questions?
No.
Okay, I see that we are all good. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I am going to upload this recording now. Within the next, let's say, hour, I will have it on the group. Again, the guys on Zoom, we are going to give you a call tomorrow. Everybody that's here, you guys are going to come in tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to give everybody a call. There are obviously some people that are not on the Zoom now that were on the Zoom earlier. I imagine that they either ran out of data or I just lost them. But we are going to phone everybody. So just be patient. I want everybody to just join me again tomorrow morning. You guys are coming in at 10. Okay, you know what? Let's not meet tomorrow. You guys are going to come in tomorrow. But the people on Zoom, I'm not going to meet you until after you've gotten your phone call. So I will post on the group. We'll have just like a short half an hour to an hour meeting tomorrow afternoon when everybody here is also done and they are done with the phone calls, and then we'll just recap quickly and talk about what we are going to do for the rest of the week and the weekend. Okay. I want to start paying consultants next week. Some new consultants. I want some new beneficiaries on my bank account. that I can just click pay this man. I don't want to enter your name. I just want to enter your name once, and then the next time upload 10,000, pay to justice.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so by next week Wednesday, I want to start paying people. Okay, fantastic, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the questions. We will speak again tomorrow. Please go and watch the presentations. I beg of you. It's not only for me, it's for yourself. I don't need the presentations. You do need the presentations. So if you're not going to watch the presentations, you're only going to bullshit yourself. All right. Thank you guys very much. We will speak again. I will post on the group what time we will be meeting tomorrow. Have a nice day.